Moses Espinoza-Owens out of Woods Cross, Utah. And we are off and running. Eric Eckerman is our referee. And Jackrabbits and California Baptist, each with blues but different shades.
Talking to the Jackrabbit coaches, they're looking to try and, from that 65 pounds and up, where they got their guys that have a number next to their name, they're wanting bonus. And I know Espinoza-Owens, both those boys are capable of that, but it just it usually takes a breaking of the dam. They kind of got to work through that, and then the floodgates open up. So you're gonna want to see a lot of action in the first period if you're a Jackrabbit coach.
Moses 20-4 on the year. He has won 9 consecutive matches. His 4 losses, all by decisions, 3 of those to top 25 ranked competitors.
Yeah, you want to be peaking at the end of the season, peaking during that February-March time. And, yeah, Espinoza-Owens, the MO is movement, and trying to create action. Seen a lot of pressure from Espinoza-Owens. He's a left leg lead, really pressuring into his opponent, kind of switching those lead feet, trying to get a feel for the match.
Yeah, if you're joining us just a little bit late, we're starting things tonight at 174 pounds. Mason Espinoza, the redshirt freshman, Buchanan High School graduate.
Talking to Coach Caldwell, the scouting report on these guys is he said the word was grippy. They're really able to slow matches down. If you're watching, Espinoza is doing a good job of he's constantly catching that wrist in those finger ties and holding tight. You see when they're Espinoza-Owens wants to get his hands on him and move him, but he keeps getting his hands caught before he can make contact. That's that grippiness that Coach Caldwell was mentioning.
How do you combat that if you're Moses Espinoza-Owens?
Yeah, I think you have to make him move his hands first, which is a lot of movement from space. You're moving in space, so then his hands are reacting, and you can be the one that is getting inside those hands instead of you reaching and getting your hands gripped up. See that movement in space, he's starting to be able to get to his ties if he's able to move and level change in space like he is. I really can't say I've seen a committed shot attempt from either wrestler.
I was going to say, at what point do you
seconds.
consider almost a stalling at some point here?
Yeah, it would be easier if there was at least one guy doing it. You hate to be the ref that involves himself too early and offer stalling for both, but it's
you don't like to bring it up, but you have to consider it, don't you?
Yeah, and it's a product you want to see. See, that shot looks like it could have been there a lot earlier, but we're too late. Little knee pull action there. You see Coach Hahn saying to start turning it up.
Damian Hahn, a national champion at the University of Minnesota.
Espinoza-Owens defers. Espinoza picks bottom.
Hahn told me he never wrestled at more than 220 in his career.
His weight?
Yeah. What'd you think? Am I the highway?
I know. No, I mean, I thought it was maybe he never wrestled someone else that was bigger than 220.
No, he said he never. I asked him a week or two ago. I said, what was the heaviest you ever weighed? And he mentioned one of the international competitions. He got up to, I think, 219. I just thought he might have trended a little higher than that at some point when you're wrestling at the top weight.
Yeah, he's a scary man. I watched him on the mat, and he's still got it, man. He won't say that he does, but he's still got it. Coach Hahn's he's a legend.
4-time All-American, 3-time Big Ten individual champion, 2-time national champion, and a member of the Gopher Hall of Fame.
And will become emotional and upset if you talk about his career like that, because he doesn't want it to be about him. You see head outside, sweep, single, goes to double, runs across for that 3-point takedown, 3-1. Riding time accumulating now at about 15 seconds, and Espinoza-Owens is going to be starting to try and open up the floodgates like I mentioned. He's pictured like a dam, and he's just knocking on the door until
it's ready to burst.
Until it's ready to burst. But sometimes it just takes the effort, right?
I got to be honest, for you to make a damn reference in that way was not the first one I thought you would drop tonight.
No.
Proud of you.
Yeah. I'm trained. Media trained.
You've come so far in a year and a half,
yes. Nate. So again, you want to see that action from space. That's that grippiness we're talking about, and they're saying more of that from the Jackrabbit corner. They want him in space and moving. his 2 attacks he's gotten to have been from space. He went left-handed sweep single, and his head ended up on the outside, and at the end of that first period, he went knee pull, cross-leg action, and it came from a quick touch to space. You see, again, right from space, he's able to get to those shots, and I really don't have a term besides the one Coach Caldwell said. It's just the grippiness. Like, now we end up in a Turk position. You're going to want to see him get across his shoulder and go across his face with that right arm.
And Moses Espinoza-Owens trying to win his 10th consecutive match, 20-4 on the year, ranked 17th in the nation, as you see.
And he's going to be able to ride out the period here. Ideally, you would see him get those back points, but 6'2", I see the coaches looking at each other if they want to even pick bottom or even mess around with slowing the match down, or if they want to go neutral, and they're saying bottom. We'll see how hard Espinoza wants to work on top with a 4-point deficit if they're looking to save some points for the team score, or if he's going to go try and score some points to win this match. But I'd be surprised to see a lot of points from him in the top position. Espinoza-Owens doing a good job fighting hands, but his bottom half isn't moving. His bottom half is stuck on the mat, and that's really what's going to get you out. He goes knee slide to his feet. He's going to keep this position. Espinoza drops down to a drop-down position. He's going to have to climb up before a stall call is offered. Espinoza-Owens with the escape. That's just effort. That's bottom position effort. Turn and kick. Make him climb up. If he's not willing to climb up and do the work, get your escape. 7-2. Another attack from Espinoza-Owens. There's a 3-point takedown.
You're allowed to take a drink between comments, Nate. That's okay.
I'm always on the clock. Yeah.
You always are.
10-2. Now you're looking for that bonus decision here. So riding time, not a factor. So you're going to need another takedown if you're Espinoza-Owens.
Again, you think back to what could have been had he initiated things a little earlier in that first period.
Right. Espinoza-Owens trying to get to this roll-through position. He's going to try and lace that leg that Espinoza has and use that whizzer to roll through. It's an ankle whizzer. You can see he's grabbing onto his own ankle. He's going to pass that leg.
Almost put himself in a precarious position.
Yeah, high man wins here. If you're Espinoza-Owens, you're going to want to get up and get your butt back into him. Best case scenario for the Jacks is a stalemate here to try and get that major decision with a takedown to end the match. There's that stalemate offered, so you got 10 seconds to go get one if you're Espinoza-Owens. We'll see what Cal Baptist is saying in their corner. Yeah, they want one more. Run around score here is a major decision. Espinoza-Owens getting slowed down. Got 5 seconds to get the major. Looks like it's not going to go the Jackrabbit direction, but the overall match will.
Well, what is your takeaway on that? Because obviously second and third periods, a lot of positives, but could have gone a little sooner.
Yeah, and I think it's easy to sit here and say he could have gone sooner. You know, I'm not out there getting a feel for the match and every opponent's worthy, but you just